What's up, boys and girls? So last month we did a video where we predicted the 2018 Oscars for Best Picture.
Yep.
But for people who have seen Dunkirk, like we've seen Dunkirk, and it is a thrill ride from beginning to end. It is a suspenseful movie through the entire thing. And a couple days ago, they actually released the official list, and we did pretty good.
Pretty damn good. We got 6 out of the 9 that were nominated. We nominated 8 ourselves.
So the one that we didn't see coming is The Post,
which they shouldn't have saw coming either.
Ooh. Well, we did a review on it. It wasn't a great review, but we did. I mean, the review was great.
The review, we had fun doing it.
We had fun doing the review, but the movie itself,
I mean, it was just like so cut and dry. It was just like, oh, that's it?
And very manipulative.
Very
also.
manipulative.
I think we hope more than anything that the Florida Project would get in and be nominated.
It should have, man.
It should have, and I feel like we talked about this before, that I think that he's still not getting his due. I think Sean Baker is still not getting his due.
He's really not, and I really dislike what the Academy does. All they do is take big subjects a lot of the time, and then it's like, okay, yeah, Winston Churchill was a revered figure, big deal. It's like, oh, The Post, like we all know about these scandals and this and that. They've been reported. It's like in school where you're tired of hearing about European history and you're like, can I get something else?
Let me get some African history.
Some Asian history. Like, let me give me something else. Like, but there's more than just one type of population in this world, and Sean Baker sheds a light on those populations so well, and his movies are gritty, they're honest, they're real, and they get better reviews than a lot of other these films, and yet...
But why? Because the thing is, we also see some other movies that have been nominated, the ones that we called correctly. Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Not to say that Lady Bird and the Florida Project are in the same vein, but we're talking about...
Lady Bird's not bad.
It's not bad, but I'm just saying we're talking about the same independent, you know, like new-ish director and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, someone who comes from not big budgets. You know, they're not used to these big budgets. Sean Baker definitely is not used to big budgets. And
not at all.
You know, the subject matter is not the biggest, you know, World War II or anything like that.
No.
This is Lady Bird's about a girl and her mother, and it's a love letter to her mother. And if that one's nominated, well, how come the Florida Project doesn't get any sort of love?
I think Willem Dafoe got nominated.
That's it.
But I just feel like I think the Academy needs to start looking at stories a little better.
Yes.
They need to start looking at stories, what's unique, and what actually hits a vein with things that we need to shed light on. Because Florida Project is a movie I think people need to know about. Because nowadays, with the cost of living and everything going up in price, there's so many people on the verge of being homeless, not even realizing it, that I think it's a very important movie to talk about.
I still feel like with The Darkest Hour and with The Post, it is still a sign of the old adage of like, this is what, you know, the Oscar committee still likes.
This is what they're used to. This is what everybody that watches the Oscars expects. So we're gonna keep it safe. Now, speaking of predictability, what I didn't see coming, what you saw coming, Get Out was nominated for Best Picture in this biatch. What? You went off camera?
Man, remember you left me out to dry.
I let you do the whole thing because I was like, it came out at the wrong time. Kudos to the Academy.
If we're gonna laud them, or we're gonna get on them for putting the post in, gotta give some kudos for getting the Get Out in, right?
Get Out. I mean, like, damn, I love that movie. I thought it was definitely one of the best movies of 2017, and it was definitely a sleeper hit. But when it hit, people no longer slept on it. It was a movie whenever I saw the preview in theaters, people would laugh. They were like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Like this, and they're like Jordan Peele from Key and Peele. They're like, oh, come on. Like, nobody had any expectations. It became a box office smash. It got some of the best reviews a movie could throughout the entire year. And it came out in February. That just gives you an idea of how big and important this movie was throughout the year. February, and it got nominated the following January. That's huge. Black director, black actor that got nominated as well. I'm happy with that. Hey, like, that's great. Like, I mean, I understand the Academy is now including more diversity into their, canon, which I enjoy because I do think they've overlooked a lot of great stuff in the past years. And this is definitely one of those times where I'm like, thank you. Like, this was an awesome nod to everybody who loves movies for putting Get Out on there.
We've looked at The Post, we've looked at The Darkest Hour, and we felt that those were undeserving, and
Yep.
we have to say that this nomination for Get Out is deserving.
It's very much
regardless
deserving.
if you had an agenda or not, Oscar Academy, hey, we agree with that nomination. We don't have an agenda.
No, we don't.
No one's boycotting us. They should.
They should.
But no one's boycotting us. But we still felt that movie was deserved to be
definitely deserved
one of the 2017 best pictures.
Easily. Dunkirk. That was probably my favorite movie of the year. We didn't end up doing a review on it or anything like that, but I just remember watching that movie and just knowing that this is definitely a Christopher Nolan film, and he definitely topped himself with this. Like, it's shorter than a lot of his other movies, hour, 43 minutes, 49 minutes, something like that. And like we said, it's a pulse pounder. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a war movie that has my heart racing like that. And that's saying something, because I've seen Deer Hunter, I've seen Platoon, I've seen
Saving Private Ryan,
then Red Line,
The Darkest Hour,
Black Hawk Down. Those are all pulse pounders, but they're not relentless. This one, oh my god! It was done so uniquely for a war film. They didn't over dramatize the violence and the sentimentality with the characters. They actually didn't even really give you a lot of characters. They gave you people trying to save their own asses, which isn't that what war really is all about? You're trying to save your own ass. Yeah, you're gonna help your comrade, your brother. That motherfucker gets his head blown off. I'm running over here. I'm done. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. I want my mommy, because they're like 20 years old, young as hell. And he really just evoked something with me with this film. It was just exceptionally done, very unique. I don't think it's gonna win anything. I honestly think it's probably the best picture on that list, and I definitely think it should win. But who am I to say?
So for the film I want to win, it's Call Me By Your Name. Woo. And we did a glowing review for it. You can watch it on our channel. And people love this movie. And if you watch a review on it, we talk about just the great relationship between the two. I mean, these are great actors. Timothée Chalamet does a great job. He's nominated for Best Actor. And this is just a coming of age story. This is a sexual discovery. But not only that, there's so much more to it. And there's so many great moments in this film. And even the story at the end just wraps it all up. And I think
they're gonna do the right thing.
I think that's the one I want to win. And I think, and I hope, that the Oscar committee gives it to Call Me By Your Name. Now, 3 billboards to Ebbing, Missouri. And Ebbing, Missouri won the Golden Globe for Best Picture. Lady Bird's been getting a lot of pub.
Right.
Both of these movies, I don't think hold a candle to Call Me By Your Name. I just think that the committee gives it to Call Me By Your Name.
Now, the movie that I think will win for Best Picture is Lady Bird. There's just something about, I've seen so much media coverage on this. I remember I was scrolling through something on Facebook, and Greta Gerwig comes up on my Facebook feed, and she's like, "Hey Seattle, let us know what you think about Lady Bird." And they're just pushing it to prime it for that win. To me, it feels like, and it got so, like, people loved this film. People loved this film as much as they loved Call Me By Your Name, and it got like glowing reviews. People are saying it's silver screen perfection. They're saying all these things. I've never heard a bad thing about it, except from us two. I think Lady Bird has all those ingredients. It's a touching story, coming of age story. It has its, humor in there that people love. They could not stop laughing throughout the, film. And we had one part that we laughed uncontrollably for, and it was not a comedy part, but for us, it was very hilarious. So I think we just had a disconnect with it, but I think people connected on such a deep level with this film. I think it's probably gonna take the cake.
So that was our Oscar reaction. I want Call Me By Your Name to win.
I want Dunkirk to win. I know it's not, but come on.
And I expect Call Me By Your Name to win.
I expect Lady Bird to win.
Well, let's see when the Oscars roll around. Who do you guys think should win the Oscar for Best Picture? And who do you think you want to win Best Picture for the Oscar? Just comment below. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. If you like us, give us a thumbs up. If we made you laugh one time,
thumbs up and
if
subscribe.
we didn't make you laugh at all one time, give us a thumbs up. This is Blackie on the Movies. Please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Who do you think is going to win? Lady Bird. You think Lady Bird is going to win?
Woo! I don't want it to win, but I think it's going to win. I don't think Call Me by Your Name got enough like.
It wasn't even like nominated in the Golden Globes.
Right. I think it should win over Lady Bird, but I don't think it's gonna win.
I have a hard time just like that's a tough pill to swallow.
That's what we're coming to now.